This play is widely regarded as one of the moments that changed Ohio State and Michigan football for the coming years. JT Barrett ran a QB sneak on 4th and 1, and it looked like the ball had not crossed the plane or the first down mark. However, after further review, it was revealed that he crossed the first down, allowing Ohio State to gain a first down and eventually set up the victory. Since then, Ohio State has done amazing and is regularly competing for the national championship every single year. Meanwhile, Michigan hasn't done much and is continuing to regress. But what if JT Barrett was short that day and Michigan won? Ohio State fans can't believe the reality. They've just lost to Michigan for the first time since 2011. Meanwhile, Michigan celebrates that they've beaten their opponent and they head on to the Big Ten Championship where they take on Wisconsin. Led by amazing quarterback Wilton Speight, Michigan wins and dominates versus Wisconsin with ease in a route to a 34-17 victory in the Big Ten title game. They eventually move on to the college football playoff where they play number 3 Clemson. Coming from behind a 16-0 deficit, they end up winning, which sets them up versus the number 1 Alabama Crimson Tide, and Michigan started leading at half, and they held on to win the national championship. Everyone remembers this play. Tua Tagovailoa fires to Devonta Smith, catches the game-winning touchdown, and Alabama is your 2017 national champion. Only one problem. Alabama never plays in this game, or even makes the playoffs. With Penn State making the obvious championship, Wisconsin wins by 2 points in a final score of 27-25, giving Wisconsin the number 2 seed in the playoffs, with a bracket of number 1 Clemson versus number 4 Georgia, and number 3 Wisconsin, and number 2 Wisconsin versus number 3 Oklahoma. Wisconsin comes from behind to beat Oklahoma in a great game. Meanwhile, sorry Georgia, but you didn't win the national championship anyway. Clemson dominates and heads on to play Wisconsin. After a fierce double overtime game versus the number 1 Clemson Tigers, Graham Mertz and Wisconsin are the national champions. Now, let's talk about 2018 Michigan football. That year, they went 10-3 with losses to Notre Dame, Ohio State, and an embarrassing loss to Florida in the bowl game. However, in this alternate reality, they never lose to Notre Dame. They actually win that game and enter in the AP poll as number 1 even when they play Ohio State. Even though the game would be close in the 62-29 final result, Ohio State would still win, and Michigan would drop to 11-1. However, they would barely get in the playoff by having a better resume and a better resume than Notre Dame and a better record than Ohio State. And Michigan would get in as the number 4 seed. However, they would lose to Alabama 29-22 in a very close game. 2019. They finished 9-4 that year. However, in this alternate reality, they entered the big game 10-1 with their only loss to Wisconsin. They lose the big game, however, and finish 10-2. However, instead, in this scenario, they don't play Alabama. They actually win their bowl game to finish 11-2 in what could be considered a down year. However, they still are able to compete, and they look promising entering the 2020 season. They finished better than what they did this year, and they remember my video about them canceling the game versus Ohio State. Well, they never cancel the game versus Ohio State because they're actually competitive and they can actually play it. In fact, I'll sim it right now. Alright, so here we go. This is probably going to be a Ohio State blowout, but I don't care. So here we go. And, this is actually competitive, and Ohio State wins by 3, but Michigan makes it competitive, and there you go. That would be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts about what would have happened if JT was short in the comments below, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.